The Hero's Journey of Freemasonry. Audio version Part 1. By Jeff Morgan. Copyright The Hero's Journey of Freemasonry, 2025. Jeff Morgan, all rights reserved. This work is a personal exploration of Freemasonry's symbolic and esoteric dimensions. It is not an official publication of, nor endorsed by, any Grand Lodge, Masonic jurisdiction, or recognized Masonic authority. The views expressed are solely those of the author. Foreword. It is difficult to fully articulate what Freemasonry is and what it is meant to accomplish in the life of a Mason. By reflex, we often recite, Freemasonry is a beautiful system of morality, veiled in allegory and illustrated by symbols. While true, this definition does little to explain what a Mason is supposed to be doing. At its core, Freemasonry is the latest and largest attempt to teach men the art of soul building. In an age of material darkness, where many have lost touch with the very concept of the soul, some even doubting its existence, Freemasonry serves as a beacon of light. Becoming a Master Mason is more than a rite of passage, it is a hero's journey. Joseph Campbell wrote extensively on this universal narrative, the story of the hero's transformation from darkness and ignorance to light and self-knowledge. The Masonic path mirrors this journey, guiding the initiate through trials, symbolic death, and ultimate rebirth into wisdom and understanding. Freemasonry is not just a fraternity, it is a living mystery school. Those who walk its path are not merely members of a society, but seekers of enlightenment. Unfortunately, seekers come and go, never truly grasping the meaning of Masonry. Many Masons view lodge life as nothing more than a pleasant extension of their social life, or as a means to material gain. Others see it as a platform to exert outward control. Lodges have many of such individuals, men who seek rank and titles not for enlightenment, but to satisfy personal vanity. Some only join to have a connection to an organization whose history is long and whose reputation is mythic. For some, their Masonic position makes them feel important, offering a sense of achievement they lack in their personal or professional lives. But this is not the purpose of Freemasonry. The craft was never intended to be a vanity project, a networking club, or a stepping stone for worldly influence. It is a sacred path of inner transformation, meant for those who seek light, wisdom, and self-mastery. No two men will walk the path at the same pace, but all who seek light travel the same path. What unites us is that the form of our soul is the same. The difference lies in our ability to perceive and understand it, and to recognize how to walk the path with wisdom and purpose. In this book, I aim to guide the reader toward what they should be seeking on their journey. There is nothing here that is secret, nor anything that has not been written before. Yet, most Masons will never explore the vast volumes of Masonic scholarship that illuminate these truths. And even if they do, true understanding may still elude them. The practice of Freemasonry consists of many parts, but it is a system that can be learned and lived. To truly grasp this system, one must be a Freemason. You must be initiated, passed, and raised. You must read, attend lodge, and engage with your fellow Masons. Only through experience, study, and participation can the deeper meaning of the craft be understood. Lastly, the journey is not completed simply by passing through the rituals or attaining the title of Master Mason. We begin in what is nearly a bottomless pit, and the climb out is a lifelong endeavor, perhaps even longer. Introduction: The Mythic Path of the Initiate. Since the dawn of civilization, humanity has sought to understand the mysteries of existence, the nature of the soul, and the unseen forces that shape reality. Across cultures and millennia, mystery traditions have served as the guardians of sacred wisdom, preserving spiritual knowledge through initiation, symbolism, and ritual. From the Egyptian temples of Isis and Osiris to the Eleusinian mysteries of Greece, from the Hermetic traditions of Alexandria to the alchemical schools of the Middle Ages, these esoteric orders guided seekers on the path of self-transformation. Freemasonry stands as one of the last great initiatory traditions, preserving the same spiritual framework that once guided the philosopher kings, mystics, and adepts of ancient times. Through its degrees and teachings, the initiate embarks on a journey of self-discovery, paralleling the universal mythic pattern that Joseph Campbell termed the hero's journey. Like the legendary seeker who must leave behind the ordinary world, face trials, undergo symbolic death, and emerge reborn, the Freemason progresses through the 3 degrees: entered apprentice, fellowcraft, and Master Mason, each a step toward inner mastery and enlightenment. At its core, Freemasonry is not merely a fraternal order. It is a living mystery school, designed to initiate the seeker into a deeper understanding of existence. Its rituals and symbols are not arbitrary traditions, but remnants of a timeless esoteric science, guiding the soul toward truth. The Masonic Lodge as the temple of the soul. Every mystery tradition has recognized the connection between sacred architecture and the human soul. The ancient temples of Egypt, the great cathedrals of Europe, and the sacred lodges of Freemasonry are more than physical structures. They are reflections of the initiate's inner world. The Masonic Lodge itself is a temple, not just a meeting hall, but a sacred representative of the soul. Its form and function mirror the great temples of antiquity, designed according to divine proportions, reflecting the geometric harmony of creation. More importantly, the lodge symbolizes the soul itself, with each part representing a stage in the initiate's transformation. The outer chamber, lower chamber, the realm of the profane, representing the uninitiated state of ignorance. The middle chamber, second chamber, the place of knowledge, where the seeker begins to grasp the deeper truths of existence. The sanctum sanctorum, third chamber, the holy of holies, the place of divine realization, the ultimate goal of initiation. Solomon's Temple as the blueprint of the perfected soul. The legend of Solomon's Temple is central to Masonic teaching, but its true meaning extends beyond history or architecture. The temple is an allegory for the soul, a structure built not from stone and mortar, but from wisdom, strength, and beauty, the three pillars of spiritual transformation. In Masonic initiation, the seeker is both the builder and the temple itself. The rough ashlar, a stone pulled from the quarry, represents the unrefined self. Through the working tools of the craft, the initiate labors to transform this rough stone into a perfected ashlar, polished, square, and ready to fit into the grand design of the temple. This process mirrors the inner work of the soul, shaping and refining itself in pursuit of truth, enlightenment, and unity with the divine. The middle chamber, the threshold of universal consciousness. One of the most profound symbols in Freemasonry is the middle chamber, a place referenced in the Fellowcraft degree. This second chamber represents the threshold between ordinary awareness and divine consciousness. It is here that the initiate encounters the letter G, a symbol of gnosis, geometry, and the grand architect of the universe, begins to comprehend the lost word, a metaphor for forgotten divine knowledge, recognizes that consciousness is not individual, but part of the mind of God. The middle chamber is where awareness expands, where the initiate realizes their connection to the greater whole. In this sacred space, the illusion of separation begins to dissolve, revealing that the soul is not isolated but part of the infinite consciousness that permeates all things. The lodge and its furnishings as symbols of transformation. Everything within the lodge is rich in symbolic meaning, reflecting the stages of the soul's journey. The furnishings of the lodge are not mere decorations, but sacred markers of transformation. The two columns in the west, guardians of the threshold, representing the dual forces of wisdom and strength. The altar at the center, the heart of the lodge, the place of offering and self-reflection. The brazen star above the altar, the guiding light of the divine, the eternal flame of wisdom. The all-seeing eye in the east, the presence of the grand architect, the omnipresent mind of God. Each of these elements serves as a guidepost, revealing to the initiate what must be overcome, what must be understood, and what must be realized. The journey begins. As the initiate steps across the threshold into the Masonic Lodge, they embark on a timeless journey, one that has been traveled by seekers of wisdom for thousands of years. This journey mirrors the path of mythic heroes, the ascent through ancient mystery schools, and the eternal quest of the soul for illumination. In the pages that follow, we will trace the hero's journey through Freemasonry, revealing how its symbols, rituals, and degrees reflect the deeper truths of initiation, self-discovery, and the realization of the divine within. The lodge is not just a place of gathering, but a temple of transformation, where the soul builds itself, stone by stone, toward perfection. This is the hero's journey of Freemasonry, and it begins in darkness, with a single step into the unknown.